Welcome to Butter Tarot. Here is the 6-month spiritual forecast for the sign of Taurus. So this is from July to December 2020. So as I was meditating over your sign, Taurus, what I picked up was that there is a lot of changes going on in your life at the moment, and there's a lot of worry behind it for some of you, and the worry is irrational residue from the past. So for those of you who are in a state of worry, let it burn up and out, and know that it is irrational, and for you to take inspired action, and things are going to work out quite well. You're actually, if you've had negative aspects happen, we're talking breakup, loss of job, or could be several other things, there is something special happening for the next 6 months with Taurus, and it has something to do with pushing you to be in complete alignment. It is for those of you who has an intention of living a vibrant, healthy, amazing life. There's such a huge push and pull and such wisdom in what is going on in your actual life right now. But let's look at the cards and what they have to say. So I'm just going to do a little shuffle. I have shuffled the cards prior. I can just reshuffle the cards and say, so it is constantly, it's still your time to harvest, Taurus. I feel it is your time to still reflect and make some adjustments, but for the most part, let go of the old, let go of the old. There's some kind of residue, and of course, continuously throughout our lives, we will have things that we can optimize, and we will evolve spiritually, and recognize certain things and realize our potential, and make adjustments, and then we come to a different plateau. That is what's happening for you. For some of you, you are very successful. Things have just been in balance and in alignment throughout this chaotic period of time, and it has something to do with your alignment from within. So let's just see which cards are coming out. Okay. These cards really want to shine here. Yeah. So, Taurus, let's see what cards you have. Okay. You start with the Princess of Discs. So it's reflection. You have the 10 of Swords, the Ruin card in reverse. You have the, so changes are happening. You have the Death card, Higher Major Arcana. You have the Ace of Wands, Renewal. So there's a lot of stuff happening. This Queen of Wands is also renewal. It's also regaining new awareness. And here we have the Knight of Discs. So at the bottom of the deck here, we have the Luxury card. So, yeah, for you, Taurus, there is an in-depth spiritual awakening emerging so powerfully within you. And what I see is you have here the Princess of Disc. There has been certain ideas that that you have formed into reality, and you've taken inspired action and certain things, but your two cards, and for some of you, life is better. You have a Luxury card and you have the Princess of Disc. For some of you, life has really become more peaceful. You might be at a different financial level, and things are just going smoothly. But what these cards are saying is that there is certain areas where you're very strict. It's like you kept an old fashioned approach and mixed it in with your spiritual action. And simply people think that that is necessary, and otherwise everything becomes too laissez-faire. But to be honest, when we are in complete alignment with ourselves, and or the what where we're at our conscious level, things are never laissez-faire. Things are powerful. They're strong direction. You have energy. You are revitalized. You know what you want, and you are a strong manifester. Taurus, I can see with your cards, you're a powerful manifester. And what your cards are saying, there's some kind of beautiful intent for betterment in your life, and a search for also something to do with other people. It's something to do with shining and helping other people. So we're going to do these cards. We're in reverse. We're going to shift these cards so you really feel the surge of a new awareness. Really realize where you can let go of the restrictions that you hold onto to yourself. Like there's some certain restrictions, certain strict rules you have, whether is it in your health regime that you have to eat this and that, or have to work out. You know, I'm not talking about that we don't have to work out or eat healthy. I'm talking about when it comes, where is it coming from? What place is it coming from? So it's the luxury card, and the Princess of Disc is fine-tuning where you get your inspiration from, what is the intent behind it, and allowing these amazing things to take place. And the next, you have yin yang, you have ruin, and you have peace. So this yin yang that is in all of us is bringing alchemy to your life. So where one could look at ruin and think, oh my gosh, so this was July, so this is August. August is going to bring, anxiety or negative thoughts. Well, August is going to bring huge leaps for you because of the yin and the yang, and we're going to shift those around to let these opportunities come towards you. And the yin and the yang here are going to, like true alchemy, are going to allow you to have realizations without them being in the form of depression. Have these amazing inner realizations about, the shadow sides, about the different things, or even about how you can make adjustments in your life. And these realizations are vital for a betterment in how you treat yourself, how you treat others. But the most important thing, it's like self-love. So we have July, and what it brings, the realizations they bring, and then this month of August is about really loving yourself at a higher level, and the healing that's going to take place is going to be a catalyst for September. So September, we have two major arcanas, and they're both, this one's in reverse, the Hierophant and the Death card. So what is happening here is there's a change coming. There is old ways of doing things that you had the realization in July, and that realization is really going to shift your awareness. Now, in some areas, there might be shadows, and of course, we're not. We're going towards our own alignment, but we're going to shift this card up so you fully get the beautiful aspects of the Hierophant, the wisdom, the self-wisdom, the all the different aspects of life and what they give to you, and how to treat yourself better in every level in your life. Make those changes. It is about taking responsibility for your life. When you learn to love yourself, it is a given that you can love others. It's a given that you can be of a much better service. So this is about being of service and being of service of the highest level of yourself. So recognizing, fine-tuning, realizing the yin and yang, what is going on with you, and allowing yourself to have both aspects. They are only vibration. It is us as people that bring the judgment into play. So, allow yourself to have a temper tantrum, but also notice what is the source for this, but allow yourself to be who you are. And the more you do that, the less you'll have the temper tantrums, the different things. Unless you know what the source of these things are, the more it comes to the surface and evaporates. So a beautiful change, awareness. We have the Ace of Wands. It brings clarity. It brings a closeness to your highest self. And married here is the Hangman in reverse. They're both in reverse. So, it might not be obvious to every, Taurus or something. This is only for the, if it really speaks to you, this reading, then it's for you, that it's meant to be for. And it comes at different times. So you are going to have such a clarity. It's going to be a spiritual moment for you. We're going to shift these cards up so you really get that clarity in. And this clarity is going to bring a whole new awareness. So what can I do? Well, if it's, so we had July, August, September. So in October, if you're, have low energy or something's not going, it's exactly how it was planned, there is a little source. So always check your sources. When you hear something, always be conscious of what the source, where the source is from, or when it has to do with your spiritual growth, when it has something personally to do with who you are. So you have the Hangman, a higher arcana, you have the Ace of Wands, and these cards married are just going to bathe you and seal the awakening, seal the betterment in how you treat yourself and thus how others treat you. And it will seal that, bring you to that you're sitting on your rightful throne, bring you to that you are no longer bound by your fears. Your fears are there to see, and you are in peace within yourself. Oh my goodness. And you have the moon here. Taurus, amazing reading. You have the moon here. It's like, this is like when you go through things that you were afraid to look at, certain judgments that you've had upon yourself that's really forced you in certain directions to be so strict in certain areas on yourself and onto others, with the philosophy behind it. This is why I'm doing this, and it needs to be done. This is the only way. Those restrictions are going to be erased, and powerfully in November, you're going to have such realization and such a restful approach to your life, which is going to open new opportunities. It looks beautiful throughout your life. It looks like, for most of you, there is going to be a complete stabilized way of living, but this is going to truly bring you into alignment. You're really going to allow yourself to be at that place where you've always wanted to be. And the old shadow restrictions and the old strict way of thinking about things and judging others and yourself too hard is going to be eased. It's going to die. And in December, we come to your empowerment. We have here the Emperor. Emperor, you're sitting on your throne. I feel like you've had this card before, Taurus. And this is where you're at. You're going to be at a place, you're going to reach a new level, and there's no going back. This new level is finally, it's solved so many puzzles for you. And once you reach that consciousness level, that is where you're going to be. Life becomes more easy, more in alignment, and you are going to harvest. Now, this harvest card is on its head. We're going to shift this over so you both have harvest and alignment. Now I pulled a, what are they called? Medicine card for you before the reading. I looked at it and what did I think? I thought infinite possibilities because it was blank. So what this means is that you are going to go beyond your own imagination. You're going to go beyond your own spiritual thought right now and create a life that is more aligned with yourself that you couldn't have thought of 6 months ago, for example. So for those of you who want it really more concrete and have some kind of medicine card or a spiritual animal to, I pulled an extra card and I didn't take a look at that. We're going to look at that. Wow, okay. This hasn't happened to me before. These are two blank aspects. So basically, trust the next 6 months are for a step for your good. If you have conflict, if you have turmoil, realize there's some beautiful, amazing lesson that is a catapult. It's going to really surge you to where you need to be. It's going to, you're going to identify. Now, I don't say it's going to be a skip and tra-la-la the next 6 months. It seems like it's going to be a very beautiful inner process. No need to explain yourself to others. Be kind. You have here the Knight of Cups in reverse. Be kind to yourself. Give yourself the most amount of love. But, oh my gosh, you could not foresee how things are going to shift for your higher good. Now, you might have taken a step to do one aspect of yourself, one one intention of yourself will come to fruition. So one thing that you have always wanted will emerge within the next 6 months. But expand your consciousness, allow less materialized things, but more, if it's material things, sorry, there's a lot of traffic outside. If it's material things, let it be in alignment with yourself. So as always, my readings are all about know thyself. And Taurus, this is an amazing reading, on point, powerful. Expect miracles. There is work involved. Let the love flow towards you. Allow it to come in. Allow new love to approach you. Allow, and new love, it can be in friendships. It can be a true connection with somebody that is totally in alignment with you. And there is no limitation. So it's about uplifting all those limitations that you've put upon yourself. And when I'm saying this, I can see this reading is immaculate. Like it's you're the magician of your life, and you might have manifested great things, but there is some, I feel in my soul, there's some kind of guilt that you've been carrying, that you've tried to let go, and you're trying to be, all these different things. But there is some kind of shift that will happen within the next 6 months that's going to bring you in alignment and give you such sense of freedom that you haven't felt before. Amazing reading. Thank you so much for letting me do your reading. This was the 6 months forecast. I wish you the best, and I will talk to you soon. Take care. Bye, Taurus.